Crowned the oldest running theater west of the Mississippi, Santa Fe Playhouse is a nonprofit professional company, a venue with off-Broadway sensibility in historic Santa Fe. The Playhouse performs contemporary classics and new works. We're happy to have Artistic Director Robyn Rikoon to tell us more about the theater and their upcoming production, Sweat. Robyn, thank you for taking time out to talk with us today. So for those who have no idea who Santa Fe Playhouse is, tell us about the organization and how it got started.
Santa Fe Playhouse was started in 1922 by Mary Hunter Austin. She was in her 20s when she started the organization, and we are over 101 years old. We're located in the heart of downtown Santa Fe. And I am the current artistic director and the first femme artistic director since Mary Austin.
Wow.
We produce challenging, provocative pieces of theater. We focus on uplifting local talent, playwrights, directors, actors, designers, but we also pick stories that we can't always cast locally.
Mm-hmm.
And then we bring in actors from New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Minneapolis, kind of all over the country. And yeah, I'm just excited to be here.
Well, I know your upcoming production, Sweat, is, that's going to be happening soon. So I wanted to know more about the production and what piqued your interest to do this show.
Sure. Yeah. So I pause because there's so much to be said about this play. This was written by Lynn Nottage, kind of between the years, I think it took her a couple of years to write it, but it was part of a commission that Oregon Shakespeare Festival did, where they put out a call and said, write about the American dream. Mm-hmm. And Lynn Nottage, who is an African-American femme playwright, won the Pulitzer for this play. And it takes place in 2008, and then it jumps back to the year 2000. And it takes place in the Rust Belt in Pennsylvania, and it's right after NAFTA has been passed, is like when all this stuff goes down. So you're seeing multi-generations. You're seeing, people who are in their 60s, their 40s, and their 20s, all who are working at a factory in this town. And what happens when the owners of the factory choose capitalism over their employees, and they're replacing their workforce with machines, and with cheaper labor, people who will come in and do the job for less money. And so you see a displacement that happened, right? And it happened all over America during this time. But Lynn Nottage, she said she chose Reading, Pennsylvania, because it was like a microcosm of what was happening in the world on a greater scale, right? So Obama was coming into his presidency when she wrote this piece, and Reading had just elected its first Black mayor, and you saw a lot of blame being pushed onto these people. But what spoke to me about this piece was primarily the multi-generational aspect. I think it's really important in Santa Fe and in this region to honor the multi-generations that we have here. And of course, theater, it's not just for old people.
Yeah.
And it's not just for young people. And so we're really trying to get a lot of different generations through our doors and expose them to live arts, because I think that's important. I think it's in witnessing that we heal, and that happens through live arts. Yes. But also because there's no villain and there's no hero, right? And it's an ensemble piece. There's 9 actors. It's a huge show. It's 2.5 hours, but it is breathtakingly beautiful and heartbreaking.
So we have just a little bit of time left. So I want to ask, it's our Pride issue that we're working on right now. So I want to ask, before you let everybody know where they can find out more about Santa Fe Playhouse and Sweat, what is it that you take pride in being a part of Santa Fe Playhouse in this production, and many more to come?
I take pride in the quality of work that we do and how we do it. So I take pride in the fact that we are a consent based organization and that we're striving to diversify the stories we put on stage as well as our staff. I'm really proud of the team that I'm a part of. I think everyone who I work with is they're kick ass. They're kick ass humans. They're at the top of their game and they're doing everything with a really like an authentic sense of who they are and leading with their heart and leading with compassion and kindness. And I'm really proud of that.
Wonderful. Well, Robyn, where can people learn more about the organization and upcoming productions?
www.santafeplayhouse.org.
Well, Robyn, thank you again for joining us today to talk more about Sweat, the organization, and we're just really excited to see what comes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
We'll be back.